Becky Selengut is a chef and a prolific writer of cookbooks. She wrote or co-wrote Shroom, mind-bendingly good recipes for cultivated and wild mushrooms, Good Fish, the Washington Local and Seasonal Cookbook, and Not One Shrine, Two Food Writers Devour Tokyo. And her newest offering, How to Taste, the Curious Cook's Handbook to Seasoning and Balance from Umami to Acid and Beyond with Recipes, comes out March 13th. I tracked Becky down at the Pantry School in Ballard to talk about the art of taste and why she wrote a book about it. Well, Becky Selengut, congratulations on the book.
Thank you so much.
I was super intrigued with it, with the title, because I think most people think of taste as I like it or I don't like it, right? They don't. We don't break down the why, and your book is all about the why. So let's talk about why you wanted to write the book, and let's start with that.
So I've been teaching a class at the Pantry, which is where we are right now,
Beautiful
Pantry Cooking School,
Yeah.
and I've been teaching this class for the last 3 years, and it's probably been the most important class I've ever taught because home cooks, they don't even know what kind of taster they are,
Right.
and they come in couples and they bring their spouse because they get in fights because one adds too much salt and the other one thinks you don't know how to cook, and
Yeah.
they're both right.
Yeah.
And so we actually figure out what kind of taster they are and what they need to make their food good for them, and then how they can adjust it to make it for their family.
The principles of your book, the underlying principles of taste. Talk about that.
Basically, taste is what you experience on your taste buds in your mouth, and that's really salt, sour, sweet, umami, bitter, and the sensation of hot food, spiciness, right? But everything else is all through your nose, and so that's what flavor. Flavor is a combination of everything you smell and everything on your taste buds.
The flavor is coming. It's a comment with the nose.
Yes.
Interesting.
And I'm gonna show you about that.
Well, and one thing, when I taste, often I'll taste
Right.
and I'll blow out of my nose to
Yeah.
get a better sense of what I'm eating, I guess.
Exactly.
Oh, that's interesting.
But there's like lots of power in this just little bit of knowledge because,
Yeah.
for example, if you have wasabi
Yeah.
and it hurts in your nose, it's because the molecules are really volatile and they rise up out of your mouth and they go right up into your nose. But chilies burn your mouth
And they
because they're
don't?
heavier molecules and they sit on your tongue. So this kind of little bit of science can actually help people figure out why their body's experiencing certain things and then how to adjust their food. But I'm going to teach you the difference between taste and flavor right now.
All right. So
I'm going to give you.
I'm the lab rat here,
Okay,
right?
you are my lab rat.
Okay.
So you're going to pinch your nose.
Okay.
And you're gonna take the jelly bean and put it in your mouth,
Okay.
and you're gonna chew it, but don't swallow it, and just tell me what you're experiencing. What tastes are you getting?
Okay. I'm tasting sweet,
Sweet,
citrus, or a kind of a
sour, like acid.
sour.
And then tell me about the texture.
Gummy, granular.
Okay, now open your nose, and now breathe in. And what is happening right now?
It's cherry.
Cherry, like
Really delicious cherry, and it's on the edges of my tongue as well. The
Yeah.
acid you taste,
Yep.
sweet. It's really, and yeah, I can. It's like here.
So the cherry was like just a rush,
right there, right there.
And that's because you have your nasal receptors in the top of your nose send a message to your brain. Your brain remembers that you've eaten cherries before, and all of that came that quickly.
Grab that information.
But if you have a cold, you just know that it's sweet and chewy and a little bit acidic. So
Right.
the nose is extremely important, and those messages you're getting from your brain.
Yeah,
So
great.
it's about learning how to actually taste. So you can breathe in. It's like wine tasting, but with food. But you don't want to aspirate your food. So you just want to. You don't want to do that crazy stuff wine people do.
No, spit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
all right. So what's next?
the next thing I wanted to show you, which is kind of fun, is that a lot of home cooks don't know what to substitute different things with. So they'll have one spice and they'll be like, well, I don't have that spice and I have no idea what would be an equivalent. And I think intuitively we all actually know what category to put things in. And kind of like a musician, aromatics occupy different roles. Low tone, mid tone, and high tone. High tone is really like sunny and bright and sharp and floral, and mid-tone is somewhere in between, and low tone is like earthy and grounded and heavy. And so I'm going to blindfold you.
all right. Good.
All right.
I like that.
Okay.
My favorite part.
Can you see?
Yes. I know. I can see a thing.
You sure? Okay.
No.
So I'm going to give you
I'm
something
smelling.
to smell, an
Okay.
aromatic.
Okay.
You can identify it if you know what it is.
I can
So
say
go
it?
ahead.
Okay.
You can say it. So go ahead and smell.
I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of lemony.
Would you describe this as like sunny and high-toned, middle,
Floral. I
or
would say-
low, earthy?
I would say I thought mid-tone. for me.
Mid-tone? Okay, so we're gonna put that in mid-tone for you. And then we're gonna do another
I have a
one.
feeling I'm gonna be totally wrong.
You're gonna be close, if not right, okay?
Okay.
So here's the next one. Go ahead and smell.
Ooh, that's earthy. That's earthy to me.
Okay, so we're gonna put that more low tone. And this might change too, relative to each other. Okay, last one.
Okay. Ooh, well that's like cumin.
Yeah, you got that right.
But I wouldn't say that was a high tone.
Right.
To me, that's low.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, so now you can take your blindfold off.
Okay. Do I have to? Okay.
Yeah. You want? Okay. So great. So you absolutely got them all right. And I think in combination with next to each other, you would probably rank the orange peel a little higher than the others.
Orange peel, yes.
So basically, what this is to say is if you have a recipe and you have cumin in the recipe and you don't have cumin or you don't like cumin, you wouldn't go grab orange peel as a substitute for cumin or basil leaf, which also is sort of high-toned and light.
Right.
You would go for something that has that earthy, deep, grounded thing. So, and this is fennel, which was basically, you got this right on. It has a little bit of high tone, but a lot of low too, so I put this in the mid-tone. So almost every single beginner cook to experience puts them in the correct kind of order. And so people don't think intuitively that they know what to substitute with, but as long as you kind of get that vibe of, is it from the earth and earthy and musty and mushroomy, or is it sunny and bright and light and floral, then you can stay within those categories.
And then you can understand what to substitute. Well, Becky, thank you so much. Becky.
Nancy.
Well, congratulations on the book. It is How to Taste. I'm going to read the entire title. The Curious Cook's Handbook to Seasoning and Balance from Umami to Acid and Beyond with recipes. It comes out on March 13th. Also coming out on March 13th is the new version of your other book, or one of your other books, Good Fish, and it's kind of an updated version?
We expanded it, 4 new chapters, 4 new fish, updated all the sustainability and new photos, and it's refreshed, better than ever.
Better than ever. And so both of those books are available starting March 13th online, or of course in your favorite indie bookstore. All righty, should we do another taste?
Sure.
Maybe we should do a little alcohol taste.
How do you think about what do you think about licorice?
That's okay. I forgot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. Fennel-y.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Do you like these?
No.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.